Feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed.
Checking connection.
What's up, everyone? You already know what day it is. Favorite day of the week besides Sunday, which is for the Lord. It is Thursday night at 10 p.m. and I'm here with two of my best friends. We have, well, why don't you guys just introduce yourselves?
All right. Okay. I'm Austin Page.
Shameless plug.
M&M's. Shout out to M&M's.
Hey, everyone.
They're sponsoring us for this. So.
Yes. All right, well, okay, you're Austin Page.
Yo!
Hold on, Austin. Why don't you just tell us, like,
All right.
just, like, I don't want to know just your name. Like, tell us something, like, what would your profile be? Like, what's your bio, bro? Like, who are you?
My
like,
bio?
You're just
Okay.
Austin Page? Like, tell me something
No.
interesting about yourself that no one knows.
Okay, so when I was 13 years old, I made a YouTube
Yeah,
channel.
this first love. I'm sorry.
And I posted Minecraft tutorial videos. Hardcore gamer. So now everyone knows it. So.
He posted the last one last night. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I still do them.
He still does it.
Minecraft.
All right, Jake, go off.
Going off. My name is Jake Brusicki. My bio would be live, laugh, love. Because
And what's
I live.
something that no one knows about you?
I mean, some people know this about me, but I was in band in high school. We were really good.
What instrument?
Trumpet.
All right.
Got those lips, boy.
Oh, yay.
You already know.
All right. Well, tell the viewers where you're from.
The St. Louis, Missouri. Better than all other cities in Missouri.
That's debatable.
Yeah, I'm from
That's not
the north of Springfield, out in the country, Fair Grove.
Shout out to Fair
Fair
Grove.
Grove, yeah. All
Fair
1,000
Grove.
population. What's up?
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's big.
We are also Arkansas, right?
Yeah, my parents moved to Arkansas, so now I'm half and half.
Yeah, he's half. I'm also half Latina, so I am. So
It's like the
that's
same
how
thing.
Austin and I really relate because we're half and half.
Yeah,
you know?
half and half. We're like your
No.
favorite creamer.
That's not relatable.
It is. Rock, don't even. All right, so
Hey, do we have to
topic?
talk into this?
I mean, yeah, if you want
Yeah.
to be heard on the podcast.
Okay.
I want to be heard.
Yeah,
What's up?
okay. So, first of all, the topic of tonight is business minded. So, the reason why I chose that topic is, oh, what do they say? All right, don't say that. The reason why I chose business minded is because Jake and Austin are both young individuals. You know, they're not old. So, they're both young individuals. They're both two of my great friends. And they both have found pretty successful jobs, I feel like, and they're, you know, pretty young in college, or we're going to say university. Hey, guys, why don't you talk about that? Talk about your job.
You want to go first? Or me go first?
You got it.
Okay, so I work at a company called Miller Commerce, real estate development. I got it right after my freshman year. I wanted an internship, and I just
How
kind
did
of...
you find it?
Okay, so I wanted to really just jump into some business career somewhere, and I knew real estate was good. So I just started looking up people I knew who were in real estate, and I talked to my parents, and I called people, I emailed people, and I got a hold of a guy some of you might know, Mitch Jenkins, and...
I have no idea.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just
Mitch
playing, bro. I'm
Jenkins,
just
shout out to
playing.
Mitch.
Yeah, bro.
But he, I met up with him, got coffee, and he basically really liked me and gave me the hookup and got me to where I am basically.
Wow.
Doesn't his mom
So-
work here?
His mom is Heart
So-
Songs leader,
Wow,
or
Didn't know that.
yeah, so
interesting. Okay,
helps to
Jake.
know people.
All right.
So you did more like networking wise.
Yeah,
Networking to
networking,
kinda
yeah,
get the
straight
job.
up.
My turn.
Your turn.
All right. I work at a company called Jack Henry and Associates.
Yeah, Jack Henry. Ah!
Jack Henry,
it's
security.
pretty big here in Springfield, and basically my job title is network engineer, and basically I'm in like the monitoring section of it, so I kind of like just make sure that like things are going good for banks and credit unions. That's
Yeah.
pretty much the overall basis of it, like a general.
Okay, so just to be clear though, so both of your jobs could be categorized as like someone's full-time job, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
over
that-
summer we work full time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying like that is a job that someone could live off of. You know what I'm saying?
All
Something
all
like
my
that.
coworkers are above 30, so.
Oh, okay. And you're the only one who's young. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, not to flex or anything.
Not
but-
to flex.
not to flex.
He doesn't have AirPods.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I like the
Okay.
wires.
But when it comes to business, what do you think are 3 strategies to good business, like, or what do you think?
To like succeeding, like for yourself in business, or like
Or
for
an
a
actual
business to
business.
succeed.
I'm gonna say for yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
You kind of want to tag team this one? Or
Yeah.
do you just want to do 3 each?
I mean, you guys can play tag if you want.
Oh, we're gonna play tag.
Alright.
Okay.
And we can
Stop,
go
don't
more.
be
We
like
might go
weird.
more than 3. I wasn't being weird. What the-
Okay, all right.
All right, hey,
Just
okay.
making
So
sure.
the first one, I think the first one is definitely communication.
Okay,
'Cause-
communication. How so? That is my major, so you need to break.
That's
that
my
down,
top strength.
boy.
That's my top strength. Just such I would know. Yeah.
Oh my
Okay, so
Jake is also single for all you fine ladies out there.
Yes.
Computer science
not-
major.
I'm trying to be a bachelor till the age of like 45. So
He's trying to be Colton Underwood, so
I don't know
I
what
don't know who
that
that
is.
is.
The Bachelor.
Oh.
Alright, we're just gonna skip
Yep.
past that.
I remember that now. I think.
Watched episode
Okay.
1.
Anyways, communication. I feel like that's like definitely key, because, like, okay, if you can't communicate, you're not gonna get anything done. If you can't communicate,
all,
you're not
I
gonna
don't
get
know what
anything
the heck.
done.
Okay, but communication, how so? There's communication in
Okay.
conflict, there's communication in the spread of ideas, there's communication, and like there's so many aspects of communication, like you have to break that down.
I feel like the key to communication is getting across what you want to say and having the, I guess, receiver is what they called it in BCom,
Okay.
business communications, understanding exactly what you want to, understanding exactly what you're wanting them to hear.
Okay.
So like if you're giving directions and they don't understand, that's not good communication. It's like
You
pretty much
have
the
to be able to
basis
get
of
out
it.
what you need to get out.
So have a basic
Quickly,
understanding of what the person wants of you.
Yeah.
And then,
And like
wow, I should do that for my
You
class.
have to
I
know
guess-
what you're talking about.
I guess like the
Yeah.
reason why that's the key to one of the keys to success is because to be successful there has to be like one working unit of like multiple people.
Gotcha.
I mean like some businesses have one person, but like they're not going to be as big as like they can be. It's called synergy.
Yeah.
Get that vocab term there, you know?
Oh my
Synergy.
goodness.
All
Okay.
right, next one.
Okay, so mine, kind of going off synergy, is your energy. Okay, so we all have energy, and it's really important how you spend it. So if you're the kind of person that is constantly just trying to hang out with people and not work on yourself, then you're going to build good relationships, but you're not going to build yourself.
But here's
So
my
you-
part in that.
Okay.
How can you truly build good relationships if you aren't sure of yourself? You know what I'm saying? If
Okay,
you don't
that's
do that
true, yeah.
self-care thing, then really how good of a friend and, relationship builder can you
Yeah.
be?
But well, I guess what I'm trying to say is like where you put the majority of your energy is where you're going to get the most out of.
That's
So
good.
if you like want to get like a professional job early on or anything, like do like me, like you have to just put the energy like forth to
Yeah.
it, like not 100%, but if you're spending your energy everywhere else with a bunch of different people or on video games, I don't know, Scott Hall, and like
Oh, you're really gonna call him out like
Bro,
that?
I lived in Scott Hall. I can call him
This
out.
dude plays Apex all
Okay.
the time.
Anyways, so where you put your energy is super important. You're gonna get out what you put in, so you just got to be able to focus that and bring that in and focus it.
Yeah.
It's your chai, it's your chi,
That's good.
whatever. Inner balance.
So have you guys ever faced opposition at work? Like, I mean, opposition in the sense where like you
Our
had
age?
a really, talk about
Yeah.
that. Since you guys are so young and you networked to find these jobs, like that's cool. But no one really talks about the fact that like age is a factor. Like I feel like sometimes even at my job, like I don't necessarily, but I'm the youngest one at my job. So sometimes I do feel like it does have an effect. But why don't you talk about?
Yeah. Well, at my job, I have to talk to people a lot and communicate with a lot of different people. And when it's in person, it's kind of weird because I'm young, and so
Yeah.
sometimes I feel at a disadvantage. But you just have to kind of, you have to know what you're talking about, and then
Yeah.
people will respect you no matter like what your age is.
That's true.
And
That's
they'll
good.
support you, especially like at this age. Like they're gonna give you kudos for
Yeah.
stepping out and really going hard at your life already.
Yeah.
So you don't really have to worry about it too much. And they're gonna be your coworkers, at least for me, are there to support me and always like pick me up and help me. But
I'll go off that too. So like in my job, I walked in as an intern, and then I was the summer intern, and then I got hired as an engineer, and like even till today, I've been there how many months? Like
since June,
since August
August.
as an actual engineer,
Almost.
and like even then, like even like this week, like people like even my coworkers don't like exactly like believe in like me just because like my age, like they'll say to me like, oh, like you're just a young engineer, like
Yeah.
like let me like take this over. It's like I know what I need to do, and like I know how to do it because I've done it like by myself multiple times. But like if I talk to them about it, then they'll like take it away from me because I am so young. And so like one of like the struggles I feel like I'm going through as like a person that got hired off an internship is just I'll always be viewed as an intern. Like even if I've been there for like a year or two, like I feel like I always like by my manager or whatever.
So you fear that because of your younger status and the position that you worked up to, you know,
Yeah.
that you kind of always like he'll
You'll
just
be
look at
stuck,
you like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, and like I'm sure it'll go away like after like a while because like you know like trust is built, and like even in like a company like trust between like coworkers is like huge, and yeah, so I feel like I'll like gain that sooner
Yeah.
or later, but we'll see.
Have you ever like faced serious like spiritual opposition almost, like you were in a moment at your job where because you work with all these older people and you know you want to be respected by them, but it came to a point where maybe they wanted you to do something or like hang out, and it kind of you know conflicted with your belief system and your morals? Have you experienced anything like that at your job so far?
Well, working in the business world, it's kind of something that comes with it because, you know, like alcohol work and things like that is a
Yeah.
lot more prevalent in the business realm than, you know, maybe in some other realms. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But, you know, my coworkers, you know, for their breaks sometimes will go to bars and things like that, and I'll get invited. And if I do go, like, you know, I want to maintain my values and
Yeah.
always, you know, kind of be a good example of an evangel student. But sometimes it's hard to kind of fit in and be
Yeah.
able to use like some of the same lingo that they use. But at the same time, it really shows like how confident you are and
Yeah.
respectful you are to yourself because you maintain your values and they see that. So
Yeah, that's good, Austin.
you have anything?
So like I don't like experience a whole bunch of it because like a lot of my coworkers don't even like work in the building, like they work at home.
Really?
So like a lot of the time I'm like by myself like with like maybe like 3 people. So like I don't experience like a whole bunch, and like definitely like have like the corporate vibe because it
Yeah.
is like a corporate America company, like like they're very strict about like that kind of stuff. However, like they do like go out for drinks on like
Yeah.
company's dollar. Like at the end of my internship, like all my other interns at the time were like 25, like they all like went to like MIT and like all that kind of stuff. And like at the end of my internship, they all went out like to Springfield Brewco and like got a whole bunch of like drinks and everything. I was kind of just chilling.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey guys,
Gina, don't come at me. It wasn't my
Gina,
fault.
don't have me.
Yeah. Because I do think a lot of times some people are like, oh, if I serve God and my major is business, I have to work for a Christian business. And
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree
I
with
think
that.
that's a big problem with reaching people.
That's
The
like-
business world is so unreached, like when it comes to
Yeah.
That's like preaching to the church versus
Yeah.
preaching to
Yeah.
people who
And I
need
do think
it.
if
Yeah.
someone is to start a business, that it is awesome to base your foundation on, you know,
Yeah.
godly values, but it's not necessarily saying that, like, I just, like, I don't work in Christian
Yeah.
environments. You know what I'm saying? It's really, like,
I mean,
it's
look at Chick-fil-A. It's like Chick-fil-A, like they stand like
yeah,
to their core, like with their values.
Yeah.
And I feel like God's like definitely like blessed them for that.
oh, for sure,
Because
I
like
think.
like they're in like the world of like they hire like all types of people. Like you don't have to be a Christian
Yeah.
to work at Chick-fil-A. And I
Yeah.
think like that's like a great example of that, like to where
Yeah.
like you don't have to have a Christian company, but you can still
but they
keep,
have those rules and
yeah,
stuff set that
but you can still
yeah.
keep your values while entertaining others.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
So-
that was good. Yeah. So now we're just gonna kind of transition to just kind of more free talk, not necessarily
Free
so
talk.
business minded. Well, okay. So here's one question.
I'm scared.
So this is kind of okay. So not to be like super like but I guess okay when it comes to women or whatever, the phrase okay,
Oh,
well,
no.
stop, don't be like
Okay.
that. Okay, when I say the phrase looks can be deceiving, what is the first thing that like comes to your brain? Like okay, so you know how looks can be deceiving, like I don't know,
I
like
think the biggest thing for me is going back to the age thing. Is that kind of what you're talking about? Like
Here,
when
you
people
gotta talk in the mic
okay,
for
when people
Chacho,
when
like-
people see you and you're young and you're trying to do big things, they might
Yeah, I mean,
Put that down. Is that what
it's
you're
kind of a
Like
general
less
thing I'm
business.
saying. Like, you could be like, looks to me deceiving in the sense of like, oh, you know, I thought this person was someone they're not, or like it could be like, oh, looks to me deceiving if you wear a ton of makeup. Like, what do you think about looks to me deceiving? Maybe like in an evangel sense. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
shoot.
Add a little twist on it.
I think that it's not true that if you wear all black, you're a super hardcore Christian.
Have you heard
That's
that?
what I've heard.
I heard that this
If you
week.
wear all
Wait.
black, like you are a like very
Is that because
hardcore
the preacher
devout.
this morning wore all black at chapel?
No, I just heard that.
No,
Have you not heard that?
I heard that this week.
What?
That like if you wear all black, then you're like a super hardcore.
I
Christian.
heard the tighter the jeans, the closer to heaven. That's a lie. I've
I can
never
see
heard
that, too. I
that.
can see that.
I've never heard
Yeah, I
that.
can see that.
But how come every like young youth pastor be wearing these tight
Yo, I
jeans
know.
out here?
They do.
Like I don't know. It's just not my style, but
It's a trend.
I don't know. Okay, so I guess in that sense, that's what you think about that question.
Tight jeans and black.
I
black
mean-
clothes.
But okay, so for example, this is just so say that you are seeking someone or like you're interested in someone on campus or off campus, and you know when it comes to if you don't know them, looks can be deceiving. Like how do you? I don't know. Yeah, go
I
off,
think-
Jay. Go off.
I'm not about to go off, but like
Okay, well,
one
go
thing
ahead.
that
I
like
don't know, do
one
what you
thing that
gotta
like
do, bro.
I've realized like this past like couple years is that RBF is super prevalent.
that's what. Yeah,
And like but like the people like with that like they can
Yeah.
be like the nicest people.
yeah. Honestly, some of my
Like,
absolute
they
best friends,
can.
who are the nicest people ever, have the worst
They're
RBS.
scary to
know,
approach. It's like you see them and you're like,
It's
I
like,
can't
hey.
approach them.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Like that look is
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
deceiving because
I feel like
Everyone's trying to straight face because you gotta look like a model the whole time.
you know another thing is deceiving too. I'm not gonna lie. I do think that the residence halls can be deceiving. I think someone can be like, oh, I'm from this hall. And ultimately, like, someone's like, oh, okay, then you must be sporty. Or, oh, okay, then you must be nerdy. Like, oh, okay, you must be, I don't know, you must be whatever, you know?
What's the one for Lewis? Like I've heard like okay, Kraus is sporty and like Scott is nerdy, but like what's like Lewis?
Bro, you know what Lewis is,
I know what the slang is, but I don't know like
The
what's the
slang.
personality?
I mean, I don't know, it's like loose Lewis, kind of. You did not hear that from me, though. You did not hear that from me.
So we're hoes.
It's just kind of saying, like, whoa, we don't say that on my radio show.
Okay, my bad.
But I don't know, Lewis is guy and girl, so just, you have that stigma of, like, oh, stuff is probably happening. But I'm not, you know, that's not
No, I get that.
true.
Yeah, I get
But,
that.
I mean, I just think that can be deceiving. Because I don't like it when I'm like, oh, hey, oh, yeah, I'm from Burgess. Oh, then you must be this kind of person. And I'm like, don't tell me who I am,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I don't know.
Yeah, that definitely goes with Scott because there's actually like there's a lot of diversity in Scott. It's not
Yeah.
just nerds. Like I mean, I went there and I'm not a hardcore nerd. I mean, there's so many other people too. Like, I mean, there are a lot
Way to
of
really make that.
Hey, they beat
Like,
they beat JRC in basketball, so
yeah, like
Oh.
they're different than what people think.
Good. Go off.
But
Go off.
I mean, yeah, that is like a big deal. Like, if you know someone's from a specific hall, there's automatically things that come along with that, like
Yeah.
in your mind. But you really don't know.
Yeah.
Not all Scott guys play Dungeons and Dragons 24/7. I mean, there's a lot of them that do play it, and it's sick. But they're not all like that.
Yeah.
you know what another stereotype is that
Tell me.
like it's like an evangel stereotype.
Yeah.
That if you're like seen walking with
Yeah.
the opposite gender, then you guys are talking or dating.
Honestly,
That is-
it
oh
be
my-
like that. Like,
That-
I'm not gonna, like, not to be mean, but sometimes if I'm, like, walking with somebody, or, like, we're hanging out a lot, or, like, I just, you know, and I know it's, like, not a thing, I'll be like, oh, you know, just because, honestly, you feel like all eyes are on you all the time. Okay, so my brother just asked how an evangel education prepared you for the world. And the evangel business education. This might be my mom, actually. I don't know.
Okay.
How has the evangel business department education? But you're computer science.
I'm a business student
Okay.
now.
So starting out, since I got my internship right out of freshman year, I was doing like a lot of gen eds. So I didn't have a lot of education at that point in business. I kind of just, got accepted this internship and learned a lot there. But now I'm in like a bunch of different finance classes, and that is helping me a lot. I mean, I learned a lot in my internship already, but there's like
Yeah.
you just get a different viewpoint when it's coming from like a professor
Yeah.
compared to real world experience.
That's good.
But it's good to have both sides. Like you learn the terminology and stuff in class, but you learn like how to use it, in the
Yeah.
real world. So
Like, as a prospective college student, do you think our business department is better than, say, C of O or, say, Drury?
Our business department's really good.
our business department is really good.
'Cause I think it's one of the best departments that we have out of the
yeah.
departments.
I'd say
but
so.
I mean, yeah, it's really good. It's nice because there's classes are smaller, and so
Yeah.
like when it comes to talking to professors, like I do like all the time, it's so easy to contact them and they get back with you so quick,
Yeah.
and it's so personable. And especially going to a Christian school,
Yeah.
I just feel like the professors are all nice. Like
They are.
going to a MSU or something, I don't know, it might be a little different, but
That is one thing that a lot of my friends tell me. They're like, because for me, your girl be busy sometimes, and so sometimes I still have an assignment that be late right now. But my professor told me that when I turn it in, she will give me full credit, and like that was just really because sometimes you go through stuff, you're a bit like you have I don't know, I'm not gonna like be out here telling my whole life or whatever, but it's just like
Yeah, I know.
they really care about your success, and they understand that if you're involved in so many things and this, like they just want you to succeed. Like you put in the work, like they really care about your life.
And like, if you have a problem, like if you're having a problem in class, like they'll like do their best to accommodate for you.
Oh yeah.
It's like, hey, I have like a really low grade, and then they'll like do like whatever they can, like
Yeah.
give you extra credit assignments to do, like maybe let you retake a quiz or whatever.
Which is interesting
Which
too,
happened to
because
me.
I feel like in order for that relationship to work, you also need communication.
Mhm.
Which is what you said. Like communication is honestly like the biggest
it's
key.
good, yeah.
Yeah.
The biggest key.
The biggest key.
I will say though, back to like the original question about whether like a college education or whatever like will like prepare you for like the real world, and I think it does. Like it'll definitely give you the foundations of a career and like where you're trying to go,
Yeah.
but it won't give you everything, and that's where like you have to step up yourself.
That's good.
And like so like for me at least, it's like, yeah, I have my education now, but I have to go on further like by myself and get like these certain
Yeah.
certifications and all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
and like learn myself.
I mean, that's true, because anyone can get, if they work hard enough to get the degree, they can apply at McDonald's, or they can, figure out what they're going to do after. It's all about
yep.
seeking out the network. And sometimes it is, like just working and learning, being at the bottom of the totem pole and working your way up. Sometimes it is just, it's all about how much effort you put in,
Yep.
right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, when I first started my internship, I was literally like, I was doing grunt work. I was putting desks together. I was sorting files. Like on the
Yeah.
side, I was starting to do some more projects to actually learn about like, developing buildings and like just all that work that we do. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, they were just having me do like all the things that needed to be done around the office, and I was completely fine doing it because I knew I was going to learn from so many
Yeah.
super intelligent people that have been in the business for so long. I was like, this is no
That's good.
biggie for a lifetime of education that I can't get at
Yeah.
college in the real world.
And I think it's humbling too. It reminds you that like
Oh, yeah.
you have to be at the bottom in order to
Oh,
work
yeah.
your way to the top.
to
It's
the
just
top.
to the top.
Hey, the
Started from the
CEO
bottom, now
the
we
C-
here.
The CEO, Jack Henry, he started like where I'm at.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jake, future CEO.
that's not true. I think that's
So
smart.
now I'm gonna ask you a really, really personal question.
Oh no.
Have you ever portal sucked?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Okay,
yo, I
boys.
s-
Okay, boys out here, boys in
Oh,
crowds.
whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa,
here's what
whoa.
I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying the boys out here who are saying, "What? Y'all females be tripping?" No, like.
I'm not looking up girls.
What do
like
you-
we'll be okay. Yo, we'll be talking about someone. I'll be like, who even
Be
is
like,
that?
and I'll be
Yeah.
like,
I'll
let me
look him
it
up on the portal.
Or,
Be like,
yeah.
oh,
That's
okay.
what girls do too, not necessarily like, oh my gosh, like,
They do.
yeah, but you guys probably do too.
No. I don't do that.
Why not?
What?
Look
Like
up
why?
gr-
Like
look up
for
girls.
their okay. Like the only thing we're gonna look up though is like, what you get like their number off there or something. Like if
No.
I texted,
I'm
okay,
trying to see their major.
comment
I'm
on
trying to see where
here.
they live in.
Comment on here. If I texted you, I said, yo, I got your number from the portal. Would you even text me back?
Hey, my name's Jake.
I'm
saw you on
guessing
the
no.
portal.
No, I would not.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Inside joke.
Can you even get numbers on the portal?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I've
But
never gotten that.
Loki,
yet.
I just
You can get
noticed.
email, phone
I
number,
just
Ooh,
noticed
email.
on the portal that I
address.
have my home phone as my dad's phone number. So I
Really?
was like, oh shit.
How many
like,
people been hitting you up?
you
And
might
your
as well
dad's like,
try.
"Dang."
Is this
You might as well try.
Is this Morgan? This is her dad.
This is Dad.
Okay, so Real Jack
Jack
Joyner wants to
Joyner.
know
What's up,
what
Jack?
your ultimate career goal is. What would be that end game?
Okay, so
Austin's is pretty cool.
so my oh shoot, I
Don't
want
act like you don't know.
like I kind of know, but you know where I'm at now, it's just kind of depends. I would like to stay where I'm at right now. Okay, here's what it was in the beginning. When I started my job, I wanted to have my own real estate development company by 22. And so like I'm still well on my way to being able to I'm still on my way to be able to do that, but now I'm starting to see like a bigger picture at the company I'm working at, because we've hired 5 employees in the last 8 months. Like that's how fast we're growing, and we've like we're doing a project from the ground up every quarter. So we're starting a new project every quarter of the year. So it's 4 projects a year, and they'll be built within 2 years. So like we're growing super fast, and we're doing big deals, and I really think I want to stay there for now, but I want to eventually probably do my own thing and kind of branch off from that and start my own thing.
It's good.
I would love to just get like really big really fast and just do podcasts all day.
That'd be actually really sick.
That would be
That'd
the
sick.
dream.
All right.
Y'all, the door is that way.
Be in the Bahamas
and
doing
Fairgrove is that
podcasts.
way.
Keeping up with Austin.
Stop. Keeping up with
Keeping up with
Cat.
Austin / Cat.
All right, Jack. My ultimate career.
Retire by 25.
Nah, that'd be awful. I'd be so
Would
bored.
be a computer science professor at Evangel University.
No. No.
They need him.
But my ultimate career would definitely be, this is gonna sound really nerdy, but an incident response agent. And that's like people
So, like,
who,
you know the guys at Best Buy?
No.
In those vans? That's
No,
him,
no.
bro.
Alright, this is cut off.
Get out of here, bro.
Alright.
He's gonna be a nerd herder,
No, I'm
bro.
sorry. Go ahead.
That's a
Hey,
Chuck.
Chuck.
No,
It's
that's
called,
a Chuck.
it's Geek
Yeah,
Squad, bro.
you'll have
It's
to
Geek
watch
Oh,
Squad.
nerd herder. Have you seen Chuck?
No.
Oh,
I
shout out
have
to
not.
Chuck.
Chuck is
It was
my
on Netflix.
Chuck is
I
our
missed
favorite
it.
show. Anyways, that's people who like
Is it Christian?
I mean,
Definitely not.
No.
no.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But it's the people who like if a company gets hacked, then
Who you
I'll
call.
fly out there and see if I can hack and see what happened.
It's like Ghostbusters for your server issues.
And that's like what gets your adrenaline pumping. You're like, oh my gosh, I feel alive.
No.
This is it.
Incident response.
I have this like weird thing where I don't get adrenaline. It's like a disease or something.
Like next to color. Jake's colorblind.
Don't call me out like that.
What color is my shirt?
I'm not answering this on air. I'll go off the record.
All right. So that was the answer of that question. Oh,
Oh,
no.
alright, we're back, we're back.
I don't know. We good. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Why are they not wearing?
The earphones. There's a lot of backlash right now about why you're not wearing the earphones.
Should we put them on?
Those are
Like,
so uncomfortable.
If you
I don't
want.
think we really need them.
I can hear Morgan talk. I can hear
That's
Austin
'cause I'm a
talk.
loudspeaker. Okay.
We're like a foot away.
Oh.
Okay.
She's irresponsible.
Let's
Brock.
see here. What? Okay, this is kind of an interesting question. What is the most important? Hey,
So
pay
true.
attention to me.
To me,
What is the most important file on your computer?
File?
Excel? Oh, file?
I don't know. File.
Um,
What's the most important, valuable thing on your computer?
Excel. Spreadsheets.
I'm being serious.
I'm being serious.
Alright,
I
honestly.
use that every single day.
Hey,
All 8 hours while I'm working, I'm using Excel spreadsheets.
that, yeah.
That's the most valuable. Man,
Be
I
good
thought,
at Excel.
I thought that was gonna be like a good question.
Oh, I have one.
Fine.
Okay.
Is this a question or is this?
No, this is like my answer to that.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I have a folder on my computer called Past Semesters. And it has every single one of my assignments from all of my classes I've ever been in. And if I lost that, I'd honestly be really sad because it shows my progress in my work. My hard.
Also, you can send it.
I also
your
can.
friends. If you
So
guys need
instead
help
of
in the
putting
class,
it on
off
his
the
mom's
record.
fridge, he just puts it in a phone.
What? Your mom's
I'm
fridge.
just- and then that way she can. I'm just.
We don't
playing,
have a
bro.
fridge at home.
I'm just playing.
Got an icebox, bud.
Okay.
We have a fridge at home.
I mean, I guess fine. I'll just. Maybe
What's
I'm
the most
just
important
weird.
thing on your computer?
Yeah, what? Pinterest?
No.
Application?
Stop. I mean, I have a folder called like thoughts, and I like.
Wait.
Oh.
No, stop.
I was like, what?
No, I have a folder. And I put down
Bust
like
down.
all my like thoughts or like how I was feeling that day. Sometimes just
Like
kind
a
of
journal. Like a diary.
not a diary.
You're one of those girls.
Cash Money's diary.
No, it's more like a
Cash-
digital. I
Is
call
it
it a
gonna get
digital
leaked?
log, digital emotional log.
Nah, it's a diary. For
Just
sure.
in turns, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Brock
it
wants to
leaked?
know what your thoughts are on the death penalty.
No,
Dude.
Brock. Okay, Brock went to the barber today, and he was getting his hair cut, and they were
Hold
talking.
on, Brock will have his show next Thursday.
Okay, you guys can talk
We're
about
not
this,
gonna
but-
go off on Brock today.
This came up while he was getting his hair cut, okay? And I don't know if I want to talk
I'm
about
not-
this.
I don't
I'm not
really
gonna talk
wanna
about
talk about it.
politics.
Why
'cause
don't we
I'll go on.
talk? Why don't we talk? Okay, so you're gonna hate me for saying this, but
Oh,
I
no.
mean,
All right, it is.
like Jake, you're what, a junior about to graduate a year early,
Yeah.
and Austin, you are a sophomore that's gonna graduate a semester early,
A year early.
a year early as well. Awkward, my bad.
As well.
Maybe. But you're both two bachelors on campus. I know I hate this question too, but like, why is that?
I spend like so much time like in my studies.
That's such
and,
a lie.
I do so much homework.
He's lying.
Honestly though, I am busy from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day.
That is true.
But I do have like plenty of free time in the afternoon, so
Pretty much any time after 5.
yeah,
You just-
anytime after 5.
Honestly, I feel like
But you
neither
don't.
of us.
So what? You're busy.
I mean that's like part of it, but at the same time I don't know. I guess I'm just chilling right now.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
My parents.
You
I'm
can't-
not
you
even
can't
bring
say-
my parents into this.
No, I'm not saying like the same thing, but like it kind of like goes off the same thing. It's like really like I've like never like really went out of my way like searching for a relationship. I've maybe like done it like maybe once or twice, but like I don't think like I've really like tried as hard as like some people might.
Okay.
Mhm.
So in the sense that like the guy should pursue the girl, do you think that you're like you've never really pursued someone? Is that like kind of? Because I mean I don't know
I've
like.
I've pursued someone,
Yeah.
but
Because I mean
I'm-
you're saying you've never really put like you've never had what you've never like really I don't know. You tell me, Jake. I don't know.
I mean,
Okay.
I've never like really like I don't know, like I feel like that's like a self answering like as in like if like you know I've never like really like went out of my way to like really like chase someone
Okay.
and like I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, okay, so
I don't know how else to say it.
like I have before, but at the same time, I'm not the kind of guy that like always needs like a girl around my arm.
Yeah.
Or, like,
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I'm looking for the real one. No, that was a lame answer.
Okay,
but you know
but-
what I'm saying. Like I'm not.
But so
just trying
say
to
when
be
you
out
do
there.
find that right person, are you going to chase after them, or do you think it's like a personality trait of yours that you're just not that kind of person who's?
Oh no, I'd definitely chase out.
No, yeah, if I felt like it was like right, then I would like
Mhm.
definitely do like everything I can to like keep that going. Unless like she's obviously not into it, then I'll be like, oh that sucks. I'll be like I'm out.
Ooh, this is a good question.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have any fear of rejection?
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah, bud.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
See, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not like that. Like I feel like someone could be like, I mean, I feel like it's happened before, or or whatever. Like, honestly, life is so like short. If I was like, hey, I like you, and they're like, bro, nah, I'd be like, I like.
Peace
Like-
Like the thing is, I'm not gonna like. I don't know. It's like I'm probably not gonna like ask you out unless like I think that you would say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Type of
Because
thing.
it's just like I don't know. That's just me. Is I'm.
Yeah, just
I
me,
don't
it's
like
just
just
But I'm
putting
not really
myself
saying
out there unless
ask
it's.
out.
Well,
I'm saying
in general, I don't like putting
rejection.
myself.
Like, would you
yeah.
ever put yourself out there and tell you how you feel? You don't even have to be like dating to do that.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
That's like I feel like very. I think it's very like the norm now.
Mhm.
I feel like a lot of times it's like that first, and then the other stuff.
Yeah. No. I
Are you
mean,
saying like friends and then a relationship, or are you saying?
I think that's
I think a
that's
lot
the
of
way to
people
go.
are like open about how they feel first.
Yeah. Okay.
And then stuff like that happens. I don't know. What are your
Say
thoughts?
that 5-finger thing.
Oh my
Austin's
gosh.
dad is a wise man.
Okay, so the five parts of a relationship. Here you go. So there's the knowledge. Okay, so you need to know the person. You need to know
Write
the
these
in
down.
and outs.
Write these down.
All right, knowledge. You need to know the in and outs of the person, and then as you're like getting to know them, you can start to trust them. And as you start to trust them and like be able to lean on them a little bit, then you can start to rely on them that they'll be there for you. You can start to commit into a relationship, like solidifying your relationship, and then comes the physical touch, which is like the icing on the cake. So it's basically how it goes is you should know more than you trust the person. You should trust more than you rely. You should rely more than you commit, and you should commit more than you touch.
Okay. So,
Keys of a Strong Relationship, brought to you
This-
by Brian Page, my father.
like, this isn't relative to me. Like, that's, like, important.
Yeah.
But I'm saying my next question, like, my top love language is definitely not physical touch. I'm a very touchy
love
person.
language? Yeah.
But
Okay.
I have to, like, be comfortable with someone in order for them, like, really touch me. I don't know. If someone just, like, touches me all the time, if I just don't like it. I'm like, just bro, like, leave me alone. But but my thing is, so say your top love language is physical touch. Like, say if your top love language is physical touch and, like, mine was too, and, like, we had a thing for each other. Like,
Yeah.
say that you start there, and then it's almost like...
Right now.
Say you start there, and then it goes, like, backwards. Like, in that sense of five things.
When you start there, you build a lot of reliance on that physical touch, and your foundation is on the physical touch. And then when you try to work backwards, and it's like, oh, like, I don't really know them that much, and I don't
Yeah.
really trust them that much. It's like, I kind of want to do that. It's really hard to just cut off
Yeah.
without cutting off your relationship.
Because I feel like a lot of times it's, like, the physical touch, and then it's, like, the communication, but there's no trust. You can't, like, maybe you can rely, but...
Yeah, once
There's
you
no
just try to
trust,
start putting those things in your relationship, but you've already built your foundation on physical touch, that's basically how you know this person. And potentially how you use this person, it's not going to work out well in the end.
Yeah.
But having a love language that's physical touch would probably be really hard. You'd have
What's
to like
your
really
top?
have a lot of fortitude to hold that back.
What are your top strengths?
I
Or
think
not top strengths. What
Wait,
is your,
isn't like-
what is
isn't
your
it
top
different?
love language?
Isn't it different how like you receive love versus how you give love?
yeah.
Ooh.
It
Go
is.
off, Jay. You psychology
Ooh,
minor or
ooh.
what? Little boy?
My mom is.
My love language is like random acts
Really?
or
Acts
gifts.
of kindness?
It's like gifts.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
Which
definitely
one is it,
is.
bro?
Are they
He made
are
me
they
pancakes
different?
all the time.
Yeah, there's
Summer.
acts of service and then
Yeah,
there's
I like doing
receiving
random
He
acts
does.
for people.
Really?
So
Mine-
like if
Yes.
someone like has a bad day and then like they like go to bed early, like I'll get up early in the morning and like cook them some breakfast or something.
The first day we were in our apartment, he wakes me up so early and he goes, "Dude, I made pancakes for you." I was like, I just went back to bed.
Bro.
And then I ended up getting up and eating them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably good, weren't they?
Yeah,
Jake,
pretty
what's your
good.
top love language?
Words of affirmation.
Mine too.
Dude, you're such a great guy. I'm so glad you're my roommate. I hope you feel affirmed.
That's why I like him.
For me, it's more like, hey, should I wear this? Hey, what do you think? Hey, this and this. Hey, blah, blah, blah. I need someone to be like, do this, Morgan. You look good.
Is
This
that why you
good."
kept asking me like
About the
what Instagram picture?
Yeah, just because I like.
She likes me.
You gotta know people will like it.
Well, no, it's like I know what I want, but literally, like when my roommate's gone,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need someone to tell me that my outfit looks okay, or that these are the right jeans with the shirt. I don't know. I just need someone to like tell me that, you know?
Funny story, real quick. So going back to the fact that I'm colorblind, I have to get all of my outfits. Like, if I'm wearing plaid, that outfit has to be pre-approved. Like, yo, I
By
can't.
who? Who does that?
So, like, my second roommate, John Cox, shout out to him, he's married now, so I can't be his roommate. But my second roommate, I would ask him all the time, because I started wearing, like, plaid a lot. And so, like, I started asking him all the time. I was like, hey, does this match?
Yeah.
And he'd be like, yeah. And then literally the next year when he wasn't my roommate, he said, you know, like, half his outfits that I, like, that you asked me on did not match.
He just
And,
didn't
like,
want to say.
I'm, like, super self-conscious about, like, if I'm matching or not. So, like, literally all my outfits are, like, super plain colors. Like, I'll be wearing like gray and like black and like just like
He
flat
wears all
colors.
black and
Neutral
super
colors.
tight
Because
skinny
he's
jeans.
closer to heaven.
I don't wear skinny jeans.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Like,
Skinny
okay.
jeans?
Skinny jeans?
Yeah, like, what are your thoughts? Okay, let's just talk about this really fast. Skinny jeans, boot cut, like,
No. Boot cut.
boy, what is that?
Are we talking boot cut like 80s? Like 80s style boot cut?
Well, we're
like
talking boot
straight
cut, like, with
flare?
your kickers, like, with little country boy,
Kickers?
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So,
We're talking, okay, so, like, tight skinny jeans. Then there's, like, this,
so like
this
slim
jeans.
fit, skinny fit, what's
The fact that
regular
you, like-
fit?
Straight cut.
Straight?
Or straight fit.
cut?
Straight
Okay. Oh, shoot.
I think I wear straight, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, back when I
You
wore
are what
boots,
you wear, am I right?
back when I wore boots for like a year, I had to wear like the regular, like not slim, like they had to have a little give to them, because they got to fit over your boots. But
Okay, so let's just talk this.
that's a
So
bad
are
part of
you-
my life.
Griffin
Okay.
But, like,
bro.
are you a skinny jean kind of guy?
No.
Austin,
I
you
am,
are.
yeah.
I was gonna say, you definitely are.
No.
No?
No.
You wear, like, what, regulars?
It's
Yeah.
hard to wear skinny
Like-
jeans though because you grow out of them so quick.
And he's like working out all the
I'm
time.
not gonna lie. I mean, your style's great, and I think your jeans,
Yeah,
you know,
thanks.
you rock them, bro. They're not really like when I see a dude wearing like really tight skinny jeans, though. I'm like, I don't know. Skinny jeans like aren't my thing on
Okay.
dudes. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think like you know they can have like the ones that are like skinny and like in the ankle, but then they're kind of like.
They're little.
Yeah.
Have some give. Yeah.
I'm not trying to have boot cut
Like
or
joggers.
anything. Not joggers,
Like
but
skinny
No,
in the
like
ankle
like
and then-
like
No,
Jack
but-
and Brock, like their kind of pants. Like
I don't
where they're-
know what pants they wear.
Okay, so their
Brock
pants-
style. Brock styles is I like his style. I like Brock style.
Wow, shameless plug.
Yeah. Love you, Brock. Hey, shout out to CBH. Chill boy hours.
All right. I'm just saying like this and this and this. I don't
Mhm.
know. What about girls? Like, do you think? I mean, I feel like all dudes like girls in skinny jeans.
I like when girls wear really baggy clothes. That's not true. Not in like
you
a
saying you don't
perverted,
like
not in
girls
like a
who, like-
perverted way, but like.
Are you saying we're not comfortable in our own skin? Like you don't
No,
like
you asked me what I liked, and I
that?
said.
Yeah, girls in boot cut jeans, you know, or like skinny jeans, or like.
I think it just has to match their style. Like I'm not like
Mm.
someone like I'm not someone to be like, oh, I'm not into this style. I'm not into
Oh.
that style. But like if that's their style, like I can like dig it. Like
Dig
if it looks
bro.
like if it's them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because like your style is kind of your personality sometimes.
Mhm.
that is true. That's 100%.
And like in
true.
St. Louis, it's like when I went to like high school, like
yeah.
like if someone wore skinny jeans, you'd have been like an outcast.
Really?
Like yeah, it was actually kind of weird.
Would have been
Like-
stoned.
Yeah, it was kind of like a preppy school though.
Mm.
Like all Tommy Hilfiger and stuff.
I didn't wear skinny jeans at all until I came to Evangel.
Really.
Yeah, Evangel was like the
Classic.
influence. Yeah. There, I guess I was just
Yeah.
trying to
Peer pressure.
fit in with the yeah.
I definitely
with
feel
the
like
culture.
Evangel fashion is very interesting because I
Uh-huh.
think everyone does their own thing and like we all celebrate it.
Mhm.
Because when I go home, like I can wear something here and everyone's like, "Dang girl, like yeah, girl, go get it, girl." Like yeah, and I go home and my dad goes, "What the heck are you wearing?" Like,
Mhm.
I love you, daughter, but like, what?
happened?
And my whole family, they're like, my mom's like, "Oh, so you look so pretty."
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
mean, like
"What?"
my style has even changed since coming to Evangel. Like, I used to wear like button down, like Tommy Hilfiger, like button downs, and then like
You
a
don't need a flex,
vest.
bro.
I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like button downs, like a vest over it, and like khaki pants and Sperry's. I do still love Sperry's.
You wear that on
I don't-
Sundays, bro.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I own one vest. I own two vests. I haven't worn
What colors
them
are
in
they?
2 years. Blue and black.
Gotta keep it.
My
Gotta
mother-
keep it
my
low
mother
key.
told me.
Yeah, blue and black.
I can actually
Colorblind.
see that blue and black.
Okay. Question.
Straight out of the Lance.
What is something that we have today or something that is like modern right now that you think it can be anything. It could be like a dating style, it could be a fashion trend, it could be something you love. What is something that is like popular today that you think will be old fashioned in years to come?
I think Converse and Vans will be old fashioned.
Really?
Because like have you noticed how like everything comes around?
Yeah, because like
Like
Fila's
Converse,
are in right
Converse like were like super popular like years ago. Like
Yeah.
my parents were in like school,
Mhm.
and then they went out and then they're back in, and like
Yeah.
the same thing even with names. Have you ever noticed that how like names take like come like do like that
I
little
don't know,
circle
bro.
too?
Morgan's just a really popular name. I feel like I go anywhere and there's
What are
just
what are
Morgan.
those shoes that were like super big on your feet that people wore in elementary school?
No, Osiris's.
Osiris's? Are those gonna come back? Are those gonna come
Those
back?
are still in, bro. What do you mean?
Dude, those
Morgan
are
has 6
Osiris's.
pairs.
You knew, if you saw a dude with Osiris's, you're like, bro, don't mess with him.
Dude,
Like, this man
he
hood for real.
skateboards. Oh my gosh.
Do you think that Nike and Adidas will ever go out of style, or do you think they have such a hand in the market
I don't think
that they
Adidas
won't
will.
go out of style?
Honestly, I think Adidas
Adidas
really
is getting big.
stepped up.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah.
Cool.
Honestly, I mean, I think maybe 8 years ago, I was like, ew, Adidas.
Yeah, no, I
Gross,
completely agree.
Please, I'm a Nike girl, you know.
Yeah,
And-
everyone's wearing
but
Air
now
Maxes
it's like,
and-
oh shoot, I kind of like Adidas, you know, and this and this.
Do you think Reebok and like Asics and like
I don't think they'll last
Under
that
Armour?
long.
Do you think
I
they'll
think
last, or do you
Reebok
think they'll
definitely
step
can.
it up?
I think Reebok will step it up.
I think Asics
Under
can
Armour's
step it
going
Oh,
up.
I don't know
down.
if Asics
Dude,
will.
Under Armour shoes, like now they just look like those shoes you get when you like go to 8th grade, and your
Yeah.
mom's like, "Here's your shoes for school," and it's like
I hear they're
those
like-
awkward
Skechers
just
been
tennis
stepping
shoes.
it up.
I hear
low-key.
they're, like, good shoes for, like,
Puma's
working
on
out.
the hunt too.
Yo, I feel like Puma can step it up.
Puma has been stepping. I don't know quality wise, but they're stepping up.
Yeah.
Because Selena Gomez is their like forefront model, and she's just girl
Really?
crush. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were swinging Gomez.
Oh yeah. I
No,
don't
you weren't. She was
I don't know.
Ariana Grande.
Stop.
Frick, my bad.
It's fine, but like
Same
I
thing.
was just
You're
so
all
I'm gonna
of them,
really
but-
enjoy the compliment.
Yeah,
but-
they're enjoying the compliment.
Yeah. Okay. That was good. What is something your mom or dad told you, maybe a piece of advice that just kind of stuck with you forever? Like,
No, trust, rely,
Okay,
commit. I'm just
I
kidding.
know you said that. I mean, if you want to keep that, that's totally fine. But something that
No,
you
no,
just
no.
kind of are like, dang, parent, that was really good.
I mean, I don't like have like one thing
Yeah.
that they like have taught me,
Yeah.
but like I talk to my parents like I try to call them at least like 3 or 4 times a week, and like I
Whoa.
call I don't
you
I
love
mean
your parents a lot more than I love
no
mine.
like the only reason I call them is like I call them on my way to work, because like my mom like calls her mom, my grandma, every day on her way home from work, and I kind of
That's how I
I kind
felt.
of liked that.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, I was like, oh, mom's probably talking to grandma right now, and like she'll come
Aw.
back with like all these like stories about like my grandma's day and everything. I kind of liked that. So like whenever I got my job, I kind of wanted to like instill that into myself, just so but I mean like if I didn't do that, I would like I didn't call them at all like freshman or sophomore year. I called them I needed help on something maybe, but like I kind of wanted to like grow my relationship with my parents like even while I'm away from school, so I can always have that
Yeah.
relationship.
That's good.
But yeah, and like to answer the question, like there's like just like talking to them every day, like still like kind of like they like encourage me in like the little things, like
Yeah.
they're like I'll have like a problem at work or whatever with my like coworkers or something like that, and like I'll call them about it and I'll talk to them about it, and like they'll like really like give me good advice
That's good.
because like they've been there.
That's nice. So I mean, you kind of answered that question already. So I have like a different question. That I
Okay,
think is
hit
more
me.
appealing. So at Evangel, I definitely think. I mean, just in general, I think a lot of things in life. Obviously, we change. You know, we're a new generation,
Yeah.
Generation Z. Like we are obviously moving. At Evangel, though, too. I mean, it's almost sometimes Evangel feels like it's like an exemplified version of regular life, right? Doesn't it feel like sometimes that it's just like
Like a bubble,
life, but like so much more rapid. I don't know.
like Evangel.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Well, I was just trying to
Even-
clarify. I didn't.
Oh, okay. So when it comes to the future of dating, like, what do you think that's gonna look like down the road? Because it's crazy. Because last
Dating?
year it was like, oh, you know, ring by spring, people get married in the spring. Like, oh, that's annoying. And like even dating, like there's different like things. Like, I guess you're talking. I don't even know all that stuff. Like, I don't even know. But like this year, a lot of freshmen get engaged now, and like a lot of people who are younger have gotten married or engaged. So I mean, I don't know how you want to answer this question, but when it comes to the future of dating, whether it be Evangel or not, what do you think that's gonna look like? A boo!
I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like everything's getting younger.
1 second. What's up, Drew? He lost in ping pong tonight. It's okay. It's
Okay.
all right. I'm not trying to call
She's
you out or
good.
anything.
I've lost
but
her too, but I've also beat her.
Hey Parker.
It's okay. Okay. All right. Bye. Back to this.
I feel like everything's getting, or at least on Evangel's campus, I don't know if it's everywhere, but people are getting engaged young.
Yeah.
I could not do that. Like, there's
couldn't
so
either.
much I want to do and I need to do
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to, like, get my life going. Like, I could not have
Why do you
that.
think that? Why do you think they get married so young? Is it just because of like temptation and all that stuff? Is that what you think, or is it just because? people.
I don't know. I think they just
I
feel.
think
I think they're in an environment where that really caters to having like feelings. I guess I don't know, like really expressing feelings, and I feel like people can get really close really fast if they want to, and they know each other are Christians, and they like have the same values and everything, and everything just moves quicker. I feel like.
Okay.
And like I think part of that also is like social media nowadays. Like they see like all these like the ideal relationship and everything. And like I guess like as like a perfect Christian couple, like you're not gonna do half the things you see on social media, but you like I guess you can as like a married couple. But like so like I feel like people are searching for that like perfect relationship because of social media. And
I definitely agree.
And that's why like Christian relationships do like excel so quickly.
Yeah.
Like too quickly.
Well, I definitely agree with that. So in the sense of like talking and dates and, you know, actually going out, you know, people actually planning for dates, just like, I don't know, stuff like that. Like, do you think that's still going to be a thing in 10 years when people who are
One
our
thing
age?
that
Or
will
do you think
still
it's just
be-
going to be all like online, you know, like apps like Tinder, like if you want to hook up, let's hook up. Like if you want to hang out, let's just text each other and hang out. Like, do you even think there's going to be that, you know,
Initial contact.
chivalry?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what are
I
your
feel like
thoughts on
there
that?
will be a lot of relationships that are going to start out of meeting online through Instagram and all that stuff, sliding in DMs, whatever. But I feel like also I feel like there might be kind of a resurgence of, you know, face-to-face contact, because I think people are starting to realize like how much we're losing.
I think people are getting tired of it.
Yeah, people need those relationships.
Yeah.
And so I think we'll eventually figure that out. But yeah, there definitely will still be a lot of connections made through the internet, which
Yeah.
can be a good thing.
I feel like that'd be the majority of it. But I feel like for that small percentage, like people are gonna get tired of it and like kind of go back to the classic way.
See, I mean, I think it's cool if they go back to the classic way. I think that's cool. But I also think people are really lazy. And I think sometimes, too, like, people, like, you can hide behind a screen, you know? Like, you can say you're lonely and you're tired of being single. Like, you can just download an app and you can find somebody and then you can hang out and that can be who you're with. You know, it's just like you can do stuff like that. And I just wonder that, or even like Snapchat, you could talk to all these different people and you could be talking for like months or more, and then when you hang out you're like, oh shoot, I actually don't like you know, you could have this huge fear
You
of
just
hanging
can't
out.
tell
Like, it's just
what they're like, who they are. I mean,
Yeah.
because anybody can say anything over the phone.
Question for you: do you think that you can be yourself? Like, can you get a true sense of someone through like communication over like a phone? Because it's like you can like it's so easy to like try to act like the way you want to be perceived than how like in reality you would be perceived.
Yeah.
So like would that cause less relationships to like succeed or more relationships to succeed?
I'm like a big phone person. Like you, I love calling my parents when I come home from work and stuff. So I really I just like hearing voice. I'm not a great texter. I'm not good at Snapchatting.
Oh, I'm terrible. I
I am
advice
not
all the
smooth
time.
whatsoever. But I really value like FaceTiming or calling, stuff like that. So I think in that sense, I think you can get to know someone, but I think it's also kind of like they're highlighting their best qualities. I think what you said, hey everybody, what you said something about like, can someone show their true colors when they're doing that? I mean, I think it's great communication, but I don't think you really see someone's true colors until you see conflict happen in their life. And I've seen that in my own life. You know, I have all these friends or like whatever, and it's like when you see someone go through a hard time or have to deal with something that isn't comfortable, that's when you really see the true colors, and that's when you really see the character of that person. So I think, you know, I really think it just depends on the person. I think if I choose that I want my kids to grow up in an environment where there's a life besides your phone and there's relationship building besides your phone, then I can be that change. I can be a different person. You know, I can be like one out of how many people, you know? So in that sense, I do think that in the future, you know, things can be different.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think that, in a sense, it's like you can get to know someone to a point through a phone. But at some point,
Not to mention you can't really read their emotions.
Can't.
Like
You can't read emotions. Like, all you can do is talk to them, but you don't
just words. Yeah.
I guess FaceTime is kind of the workaround for that, though.
Yeah.
It's like,
Which
but
is
you
true,
can
and
still
that's-
like kind of portray a different self
Yeah.
through FaceTime, but like it's
Hello, that
harder.
movie, Sierra Burgess is a Loser. That movie was the worst. And that chick, spoiler
Wait.
alert,
What movie?
Was that the girl? Was
Yeah.
it the same girl from like Stranger Things?
yes.
Okay,
She
I saw
catfished
that.
a dude,
I
and
saw that.
they still did that like through FaceTime. So that's the thing is, I think even on FaceTime, someone can talk, they can be happy, they can do this. But I really think sometimes it just takes like being with that person in person,
Yeah.
seeing how they deal with the people around them, and
I agree.
conflict and things like that. Because I can be on FaceTime and that's you and me talking. But when we go out in the real world, that's you and me and everyone else around us. And I think that has an impact on knowing who someone really is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I have a question.
Okay.
This is like a super shallow question, but what is the appropriate age to give your kid a smartphone?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. Because I've seen Familia give kids technology way too young, in my opinion. And even as a bridal stylist, I see like brides come in with their kids, and they'll be like, "Oh, you're bringing someone. Here's an iPad."
Yeah.
And I get it. Like I get it. It shuts kids up. I'm sure I would have loved it as a kid, but I don't think it's wise because here I am, almost 20 years old, and I'm dependent on my phone. And it's something that it's not good, but like I can also live without my phone. But then you're gonna have a 4-year-old who's gonna scream, "I need my iPad! I can't function!"
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's not good.
It's like a dependency.
The thing is I had to pay for all my own phones, like not like the plan, but I had to pay for my physical own phone.
Really?
So I think for me, I got a cell phone when I was in 5th grade because I like was in sports and I had to text my parents.
Yeah.
But I paid for my first smartphone when I was, I think either a freshman or a sophomore. So I think, to me, high school, like, if you want it and you want to earn the money, I think that's fine. I would not. I see literally out here, I see 6th graders with better phones than me.
Oh yeah.
And I just think, I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't agree with
I
it. So
see
that's,
that.
what are your thoughts?
I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah,
like,
I feel I
in
completely
high school,
agree.
I would give them like in middle school, I might give them like a little flipper,
Yeah.
little flip phone.
Yeah.
So if they need me,
little
like
tracky.
yeah, like they can get a hold of me. Like if you need me, call me, beat me. if you
Call
wanna
me,
reach
beat me, try to reach me.
Yeah.
Impossible.
But yeah, I'd give them I feel like it's important to have a smartphone kind of in high school now, in a way, because so many people have
Yeah.
it, and that's like
Well, some teachers, I remember in class, like my math class or my chemistry class, I use my phone a ton.
mhm.
Not texting, but
No,
I mean,
yeah.
it'd be like, pull up this equation, pull up this on YouTube, pull this up, like, use this.
I mean, some schools even give out iPads now. too.
Yeah.
I think my
And Chromebooks and all that.
yeah. I think
Our
my
high
school
schools back
did.
home passed out MacBooks.
Yeah, they do that now.
MacBooks.
And like it's
Oh my gosh. it's gonna be
Not, I mean,
expensive.
not my school, that was Chromebooks, but
Yeah,
and
we
like
get
one thing I
Chromebooks.
see
Yeah,
like a
that's
lot now, and like, well, I don't see a lot, but I do see like kind of like about some parents putting like they're called like VPNs, virtual private network.
I used to have VPN for high school for Wi-Fi.
But like yeah, like and like it restricts what like they can do and see and everything.
Yeah,
Which are,
I
like-
don't know. My parents used to be like, put your phone on the counter at night, that way you go to bed at like 10 o'clock. And I was like, nah, bro, like, I'm not.
Maybe like when they're really young,
Yeah.
I could see that, but like once you like release them from that and like they're like older and like you saw them doing it and then you release them, they're gonna go ham on like whatever
Yeah.
they were wanting to do.
That's
you know?
true.
Yeah.
All right, so we are straight out of time. This has been a very fun, riveting, enticing show. Say a closing quote.
Closing quote?
Closing
Can I just
quote.
give like a closing like what you need?
Nope, you
what
have to say
okay.
a quote that means something. You have literally 1
Oh,
minute, so
okay,
you need to go.
So this is from Andy Frisella. He has a podcast.
Okay.
You might not. I don't know if you want to listen to it because
Let's-
it's very. Okay, but
Let's go.
Don't have a plan B. Put all your eggs in one basket and use
Ooh.
all of your energy on your plan A because it will succeed if
Okay.
that's what you're putting every single bit of energy
Ooh,
into.
all
Unless you're
right, go
investing in
on.
stocks.
Okay.
But my quote is you miss 100% shots that you don't take.
Okay. My quote is,
Michael Scott.
oh, I don't know. The quote of the week, I guess. I think my quote is mind over matter. Protect your mind. Focus on things that bring you life. And I don't know. You really gotta we know you gotta guard your heart, but you gotta guard the heck out of your mind, because sometimes if one bad thought comes in your mind, and it can lead to a trail of hurt. So mind over matter.
What you see. Oh, be careful, little ears.
Okay.
What
All right. Thanks for tuning in to Keeping Up with the Cast. We will see you next week. Bye. Kisses.
Bye bye.
Do it. Kisses.
Fresh.
Do it.
I'm not doing that.
Do it. Kisses.
I'm not doing that.
Austin. Do it with me. Kisses. Yay.
We out. I am sweating so much.